Hey everyone, it is June 13th and we haven't done a garden update in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and walk through the garden and kind of show how everything is blooming. Start over here with the blueberries. The first two blueberries are early producers, so most of the blueberries are gone on these two. There's a couple once in a while that I can still find. And these blueberries are just kind of starting. They're new blueberries this year, but they are just starting to get some ripe berries. The two raspberry bushes, blackberry bushes. I am getting a blackberry, but we did try it already. They're really not ripe yet. Too soon. We ended up, let me back up a second. We ended up moving all of the citrus trees down here so that we could keep an eye on the watering. Let me show you something really cool with these. Look at these guys right here. See the little white flowers? These are the kumquats. You see that? And I have two of these right now that actually have little flowers on them, but so far the citrus trees are looking great. We did up pot them, so they are in bigger pots now. The peppers. We have been picking some peppers, although right now they don't seem to be producing a lot, so we went ahead and added some fish food. You can see some peppers down in here. There's another here. I'm waiting for these guys to turn red. Can you see that guy right there? It's huge. The corn, we actually picked some corn the other day. Check it out. This is June 11th. We just picked 2 ears of corn and look it. They're perfect. It was so good. The corn looks amazing. Let me back up so you can see it, all of it. Look at that corn, it's just amazing. Herbs are still growing like crazy. We did go ahead and pull out all the garlic over here. It's in the garage curing. And the onions, I've picked 1 or 2. They were small little onions, but hey, I didn't have any. I didn't want to buy any from the grocery store, so I was using what's in the garden. All right, let's go into the garden. Before I get into the garden, I gotta show you this crazy plant here. This is spaghetti squash that is growing absolutely amazing. Far bigger than we were expecting. But check out some of these spaghetti squash. Kind of getting all over the place, but wait till I show you how big some of these are. Look at those, beautiful. Another one down here, one back in there. But yeah, this one I'm so excited about for the spaghetti squash. I want to say there's probably 7 or 8 mixed in here. Oh, there's another one starting down there. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. So we'll see how that goes. Wait, before I go in there, the green beans going across here, we're just struggling with the green beans. We're not getting any, hardly any producing. I have some flowers, but not much for the green beans. Kind of poor this year. Not sure what's going on with that. Okay, let's see. Let's get into tomatoes. This is where our Roma tomatoes are. We are just starting to get our first blush of some of the Roma tomatoes, which is great. Roma tomatoes over here too, growing like crazy. Let me see. Back over here, a mixture of peppers. All different kinds of peppers across here. We have banana peppers, cayenne peppers. I think there's even a jalapeno in here, but this was kind of like a bed of all extra peppers. We have been picking peppers already. Back here, I still have beets. I gotta get in and pull the last of these beets. Cucumbers, we did pick a couple cucumbers, but they were kind of small. Still waiting for the cucumbers to come through. I have some small cucumbers, just kind of waiting for them to grow. Swiss chard, been picking that like crazy. Collards and kale, been picking those like crazy. We pulled out all the lettuce that was in the front. That got way too hot for that. And you can tell with the sugar snap peas here, they're getting, it's just too hot for them. So we'll probably finish up the last of these. Look at their tiny little nothings. So we'll probably end up pulling that out. Eggplant, I just picked a couple. I'll show you in my basket over there. Kale and more kale here. I'm getting a lot of white flies, so we've been having to use some neem oil on the white flies. Not surprised. We pulled out the sugar snap peas that were here, and we planted a couple of seeds for cucumbers. See, I got a little seed start there, but I haven't seen any others pop up yet. Zucchini in here. I have a couple plants throughout the garden of zucchini, and we have been pulling zucchinis. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. So here in the tomato bed, some of these tomatillas are just huge. I can't wait for these. I can feel the tomatilla on the inside of it. But I haven't picked any of those yet. But I definitely have lots of cherry tomatoes started all over. I have been able to actually pick some of these yellow tomatoes. These are my Honey Delights. I'll show you down in the basket. Just started picking some of those. Oh, picked the wrong one. Sun's in my eye, sorry. Picking some of these. And some sweeties over here. Picked some the other day, but they're just starting to turn blush. Same over here with the Ruckers. A little bit of blush going on. These are my absolute favorites. These are the Lemon Boys. These are big yellow slicers. Love these guys. Look at that. Beautiful. I still have plenty more. So these are the eggplants that I had picked. Zucchinis. I picked a Roma. So I'm just going around picking what's available. Okay. Here is the plum regals. This is probably my best producing plant. I counted these the other day, and I think that I have like 28 tomatoes on this one plant. Just can't wait for these guys to turn. And then these are my beefsteak. They do not look like beefsteaks to me. They look really small. So they kind of under-wowed me. Not what I was expecting. I really was expecting a little bit more from these guys. So I don't know if I would even do these again. Oh well, we will see. Squash. I have tons of squash. They're little. I picked some the other day, and we were making some zucchini lasagna and squash lasagna. See if I have any to pick. There we go. I could do that guy. Perfect. Alright, let's go check out some peppers. Let me show you what's going on here. Here's where the potatoes are on both sides. We probably have about, I don't know, 2 more weeks. We're thinking July 1st we will start pulling the bags to see what's kind of growing in there. Go around and look at the jalapenos. Been picking jalapenos like crazy. Have to start some type of jam or jelly. Keith has been pickling a lot of them. Oh yeah, just tons of them. Let's see if I can grab that guy. So I won't go through all of those right now. Let's go over and look at banana peppers. Keith has been doing lots of pickling with the banana peppers. We're almost out here daily picking. And then let's show you what's going on in this area. So we put a butternut squash here, but all these down the middle started to kind of creep out all over the place. So Keith built these trellises to help with to get some of this off the ground. So this is my butternut squash. This one is cantaloupe. Then down here, watermelon, 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 watermelon. They're small. They should be maybe about a little bigger than a softball. But hopefully that will kind of contain them a little bit more, but we'll see how they spread. Pear tree. We had extra tomatoes, kind of threw those in, Romas. Plum tree and a plum tree. This plum actually died. We had to order a new one, and it was a very mature one, although you can see the beetles are getting to it. And I got more tomato, pomegranate tree, and over here Keith added a couple of fig trees. That one's not looking good, and there's one right down there too. Over here, since we weren't doing really good with the beans, we threw in some bush beans here that hopefully will do better with these beans. Had an extra eggplant, peppers, a couple more tomatillas, and then up on the porch here, these guys look huge. These are our Aunt Molly and Cossacks. So there's lots of buds on the plant, or blooms on the plant. Just waiting for them. We know that they're ripe when they drop and they fall to the ground, but I haven't seen any of those, but absolutely love these. The last of the cabbage is over there, and the turmeric.